Now more than ever, ladies and gentlemen, more than ever before, we live in a world of change and uncertainty. You can't watch the news without saying, what's going on? Now, many times in times of that uncertainty, change, people tend to become paralyzed. What do I do? I'm not sure. So many times they do nothing. That's absolutely the worst thing to do. At Unicity, we are not suffering from paralysis of action. We know what needs to be done. Now more than ever, the people out there are needing what we have. Stream of income, products to get us out of this metabolic storm. North America, Puerto Rico, Latin America, we all face this. The outcome, whatever it is still uncertain, except for our role in that. Our role in there, in that situation, this world, because it is the only world we have, is to build, be strong, and share what we have. It's valuable. People are waiting for you to bring them to this call and bring them to our family. Now, talking about change and uncertainty. For 3 years, I was responsible for the business in Vietnam. You want to talk about uncertainty, challenge, change? Okay, in that market, the government would send people to our warehouse. Frequently, they would find a reason to shut it down, not for a day, but for weeks. Or they would come to our office, look at the forms, look at the permits, and frequently shut down the office. Or they would come and check it when we had meetings there, they would check our meeting permit. You need a permit in Vietnam to have a meeting if you have more than 10 people. I remember one man in the region called a meeting, expected 20 people. 200 people arrived. The police arrived, said, where's your permit? Oh, I don't have one. Bam, he went to jail. Now, in this world of change and uncertainty, now more than ever, be clear about your message. We offer a stream of income. We offer the world's best products for the metabolic storm, clinical studies. Everything you have, everything you need is ready to go. Now, speaking about enduring challenge and change well, our host today, Kelley Shim from our New York Korean group, is a very powerful leader. I compiled a list of 5 or 6 words to describe her, and they all start with P. She's a persistent, powerful, passionate, persuasive proponent of our products. She's a good leader. I've held several meetings with her and her team in New York, and each time I went there, more people, more people, more people. She's coaching and providing leadership for some people in her groups that are just climbing through the ranks. We'll be announcing some rank advancements from her team very soon. So let's bring on our host for tonight, Kelley Shim, and thank you very much, Kelley.
Thank you, Clinton. Thank you so much. We're so grateful here in New York, New Jersey for your leadership, your support, and of course, your trust. I'd like to start this call out with first thanking Dr. Colleen Andrus and Dr. Grant for that powerful and just valuable, insightful information last week's Now More Than Ever. Now More Than Ever has never had so much meaning, held so much meaning than ever than it is now. And we're going to continue with that talk about fiber, because mainly this fiber, mainly the life fiber and the cleanse, has actually helped me regain my metabolic health. And my hero here. But enough from me. I know why we're all here. We are all here to hear from the superstar, Dr. Mike Saunders, to give you the real reason why you need to cleanse and detox periodically. I had the pleasure of speaking with Dr. Saunders last night. And wow. I am now a total fan. So it gives me great pleasure to share this moment and this space with the great Dr. Saunders. Please, Dr. Saunders, take it away and give us your value.
Thank you very much, Kelley. Like Kelley said, we got to talk a little bit yesterday, and it was really, really nice to get to know Kelley a little bit and to experience some of the passion that Clayton talked about. We talked a lot about Cleanse and about how it's helped her, and not just her, but some of her family and friends and associates. And when I think about Cleanse, I think about Cleanse as a real belief building product. And the reason I say this is because it works. It works in a demonstrable, obvious way. Now, I used to go on the road with Clayton, and he and I would do presentations, and he would talk about different products. And he told a story about a man that he met at an airport who didn't really believe in the Unicity products very much. And so he was talking to this man, and he told him, he gave him a packet of Unicity matcha. And he said, take this right before you go to bed, and then call me in the morning and tell me if you believe about Unicity products. We all know matcha works. If you take it before you go to bed, you're not going to sleep well. Cleanse is the same way. Take Cleanse, take Nature's Tea, take aloe vera capsules before you go on a long train ride or a long car ride, and tell us how you feel if you are a believer in how these products work. They work. Now, why would we cleanse? What's the point? What are we trying to do with our system? There's a couple of different reasons. I want to kind of build a little bit on what Dr. Grant said last week when he talked about microbiome. It's very difficult to start changes in our microbiome. Our entire intestinal system, our entire gut, is pretty much inhabited with bacteria. And these bacteria resist change. If I start taking a probiotic, depending on my bacteria in my gut, it's possible that they're just going to kill off all the bacteria in that probiotic, and it's not going to have a large effect on my body. Now, we have in our Probiotic Plus pretty much everything that we can do to give those bacteria a chance to start to grow in the gut. But even with that, our guts will still resist change. There's a clinical study that was done at UC San Francisco in which they were looking at people with irritable bowel syndrome. They basically had devised a unique probiotic that they were going to give to people with irritable bowel syndrome with the hypothesis that it would help their problems. Now, unfortunately, when they gave people this special probiotic, it didn't do anything. They had zero effect. Then they decided to try a new strategy. They gave everybody in their trial an antibiotic first. This wiped out some of the bacteria in their gut. Now, when they take the probiotic, those bacteria in the probiotic start to colonize their gut. It causes a more drastic change in their microbiome. And now they're seeing 40% and higher rates of improvement with irritable bowel syndrome. The cool thing about this clinical study is it demonstrates the need to start fresh. And that's part of what the Cleanse system can do. So the Cleanse system is 3 different products. There's one product that's either Nature's Tea or aloe vera, depending on where you live and which product you prefer. And the basis of that product is to increase intestinal motility. That means to make your intestines move around more. It also pulls water into your intestines. This helps flush out toxins and waste products, and it helps basically get things moving. The other piece to this Cleanse system is Life Fiber. And what Life Fiber does in the context of the Cleanse is it adds bulk. It increases the amount of mass that's going through your intestines, and it almost acts like a pipe cleaner to help break up waste and to create a system where to create a system where you're actually able to push that waste out. This is one of those things that is necessary. You can't just use nature's tea without the life fiber. Otherwise, you're just flushing water through your system. You need that extra bulk to push out the waste. Now, the third piece is Paraway Plus. And Paraway Plus is absolutely critical, especially in countries where they have problems with parasites. The name Paraway Plus kind of gives it away. The whole point of Paraway Plus, at least the major point of Paraway Plus, is to act as an anti-parasitic. They call it an anthelmimetic. Now, we have a large number of pictures that have been submitted from distributors in Southeast Asia showing how well this product works. You don't want to see these pictures. They're very scary pictures, but they show the product works. Paraway Plus immobilizes parasites. Now, when we use that in conjunction with life fiber and nature's tea or aloe vera, we can push out those parasites that would be clinging to our intestinal wall, to our gut wall. In the US and in Canada, we don't really have a major issue with parasites, but we do have problems with an unhealthy microbiome, a microbiome that is very fixed and static, that resists change. If we want to start rebuilding our microbiome, the first thing we can do is use the cleanse system to give us a fresh start, because Paraway Plus also has antibacterial properties. So if I'm taking Paraway Plus, I'm helping to kill some bacteria. Then when I use life fiber and nature's tea with it, I'm flushing those bacteria out of my system. This is critical because then it allows new bacteria to start to grow. I can start taking Probiotic Plus, for example, and start regrowing my microbiome by building with direct bacteria addition. I can start taking Bio 7, which is a great prebiotic full of multiple different kinds of good bacteria superfoods, basically. And that will help to grow my microbiome. Another thing I can keep doing is I could keep taking life fiber. Life fiber is one of those things that has multiple functions. In the context of cleanse, its function is to add bulk. Its function is to clean out our gut. Its function is to help push out toxins, push out waste. Now, with the cleanse system, I don't want to do the cleanse every day for the rest of my life. When I have nature's tea, I need to give myself a break. I should take it for a month, and then I need to stop for a while. This is critical because if I don't stop for a while, my body will actually get used to having this extra stimulation, and I can become dependent on nature's tea or aloe. So I'll take it for a month, and then I'll take a break for 2 to 4 months, and then I'll do another cleanse. We don't want to be cleansing every day. We don't want to be cleansing for 6 months straight. We want to be cleansing periodically. Now, life fiber is different. With life fiber, I should be taking that every single day. This is kind of one of those foundational products. Life fiber contains a blend of botanicals that are healthy, gut-supporting botanicals. It contains psyllium husk as one of its main components, which is a blend of soluble and insoluble fibers, partially responsible for that bulking effect for the cleanse, but also it acts as a great prebiotic, a food for good bacteria. It contains other prebiotic fibers as well, like guar gum and citrus pectin. These fibers work together to, after you've pushed out those bacteria, to help grow and rebuild healthy bacteria. So the point of the cleanse is that it's not a weight loss product, although people do tend to lose weight when they're using the cleanse system, but it's not a weight loss product. It's a metabolic reset. Over the course of time, we build up toxins in our system, especially with the modern diet. If you look at the types of food that people are eating, if you go approach somebody on the street and say, hey, I have some great products for you that could change your life. Well, that's probably true. But if they've been having a standard American diet for year after year after year after year, they're probably not even going to get the same benefit out of these great products unless they start out with a cleanse. This is because they have so many toxins built up in their system. If you take a person that's overweight, sedentary, been having a modern diet, the standard American diet for years, they can have up to 30 pounds of fecal material in their colon, in their intestine at one time. This is old, dried up fecal material that's basically clinging to the gut wall that prevents absorption of nutrients. You can give them healthy products all you want, they can't absorb them well. Their gut health is so poor, changing their microbiome is incredibly difficult. If you started out giving them Bio 7, that's a product that they're going to get bloated. They're going to feel terrible because they don't have a microbiome that can handle it. You need to start fresh with these people. They need to do a cleanse. They may need to do more than one cleanse. So we may need to get them on a system where they're doing a cleanse every few months until they can get to where their body is healthy. Once their body is healthy, then they can start to rebuild the rest of their health. So that's what cleanse is. It's a starting point. I want to say again, because this is actually pretty critical, Nature's Tea, aloe vera, these are not everyday products. You can actually become dependent on them. You don't want to go through 6 months to a year of using these products, or you basically won't be able to go to the bathroom without them. That's the blunt way to put it. Paraway Plus is also a product that you don't want to be using every single day. If you use Paraway Plus every day, you're using more and more of these ingredients that are very powerful that actually have toxins in them. Yes, they kill harmful bacteria. Yes, they kill parasites, but we need to give our bodies a break from them. So we shouldn't be using it every single day. That's why we rotate and do it every few months. Life Fiber is a core product that builds health that we should be taking every single day. It's one of the basic products that really is foundational to our metabolic health. If you're taking fiber products, then your health is better. If you're taking Unicity fiber products, then your health is much, much, much better. Life Fiber is more than just a little fiber product. I know that people compare Life Fiber to Bio 7 or Balance, and they're kind of different products. Balance and Bio 7 they're more the Ferrari kind of products. They're really, really high level science. Life Fiber still has high level science. It's still better than anything you're going to get out on the store. But for the value that you're getting there, Life Fiber is one of those products that everybody should be taking. You can start somebody off on Life Fiber and say, here you go, try Life Fiber. It's not that much of an investment, but it's going to change your health, and it will change your health. Now, after the cleanse, I want to talk a little bit about after the cleanse, because the cleanse is the foundation, but we need to start building from there. We can't just say, okay, we're going to do the cleanse and now we feel better. It's true, you feel better after the cleanse. You have less bloating after the cleanse. You have less toxins in your body. You've probably lost weight and you feel great. But the cleanse is just the reset. It's our foundation. It's where we're going to build from. That's when we need to start adding in the balance every day. That's when we need to start looking at taking our Bio 7 every day. That's when we need to start looking at using Activate more seriously every day so that we can rebuild our total metabolic health. So I'm going to pretty much finish up here with just reiterating one more time. Cleanse is our reset. It has a lot of value because it has such a demonstrable effect. It is something that really, really does a lot to rebuild our metabolism because it's giving us that fresh start. We can use that fresh start to continue to grow and to continue to build and to continue to add more products so that we can really, really take charge of our metabolism. With that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the time back over to Kelley for the rest of the presentations.
Thank you, Dr. Saunders. Thank you so much for that insight. And honestly, I couldn't have said it better. You rock. You really do. Thank you, Dr. Saunders. And as you said, as you heard, the life fiber is the foundation. You wouldn't start building your house from the roof. You need the life fiber to start that foundation so all of our Unicity products can be better absorbed and is more bioavailable to you. Honestly, our life fiber, there are 29 barks, roots, leaves, and seeds in here. And Dr. Saunders and I talked a little bit, and we were saying, 29 of these products, these fibrous foods. If we were to make a salad of 29 different vegetables, we would have to have a tub. I mean, literally the kitchen sink. And even that wouldn't give us the kind of fiber that life fiber has, because we would have to eat what we throw into the compost. And even Dr. Saunders was saying how the chemicals that are used and how the food is cultivated and harvested, it still becomes the food supply has become such a different kind of a place. Oh, okay, Dr. Saunders, go ahead, take it away.
So I just got a little note from Clayton, and I wanted to mention what Clayton said. And also, I was listening to what Kelley was saying, and it reminded me of a few things that I also wanted to mention. So I'm going to go ahead and mention those as well. Clayton sent me a note, and he wanted me to talk a little bit more about Vietnam, because he was mentioning that there was a lot of uncertainty in Vietnam, and there is, and there has been. But with the challenges that we have right now, Vietnam has been a market that has utilized these Zoom meetings and utilized this new approach to growing their businesses. And in the last 2 months, sales in Vietnam have doubled, which is incredible. It's already one of our bigger markets. And to have sales double in 2 months is just astounding. So when you have change and uncertainty, you also have opportunity. And that's an amazing and great thing. But I'm not really a business guy. I mean, I think it's awesome that the business is growing. But for me, I think it's awesome the business is growing because more people are using the products. And if more people are using the products, more people are getting healthy. That's the whole reason why I do this, because I want to get these products out there and get people healthy. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about life fiber, because as Kelley was mentioning, we talked yesterday, and we were talking about the various components of life fiber. And if you look at the way that food is grown, why do we even need to supplement at all? You know, that's something that people ask a lot. I eat healthy, why should I supplement? Well, most people, if they actually write down what they're eating, no, they don't eat healthy. But if I'm having fruits and vegetables, I should be getting a reasonable amount of nutrients. I should be relatively healthy. Now, just looking at modern agricultural practices, the last 50 years or so, we don't grow food to make it nutritious. We grow food to sell food. We grow food to make money, period. That's it. So if we can grow food more quickly, if we can make it juicier and sweeter and more appealing, if we can do it without adding all of the different organic acids that the fruit needs to replenish vitamins and minerals, we're probably going to do that. We don't care about vitamins and minerals. We just want it to taste sweet, be juicy, and have people buy it. And that's what's happened to our food, especially in the last 50 years. If you look at fiber content, if you look at vitamin content, if you look at mineral content, it has drastically reduced because of modern farming techniques. So if I'm eating healthy, I still need a product like Life Fiber, where it's not just ingredients that are thrown in there that we don't know what's in there. It's standardized ingredients. It's ingredients that have a purpose. It's ingredients that we know where they came from, that are grown for health, not for taste. We pay extra money to make them healthy, basically. That's the whole point of what we do. We take on extra cost because we're not buying the bulk that everybody's buying at the supermarket. We're buying those special grown for health ingredients that have a smaller demand because they don't taste as good and they're not as big, and not very many people are growing them because people don't care about health as much as they care about what tastes good. That's obvious. If people cared about health, McDonald's wouldn't be huge. Tim Hortons wouldn't be huge. We wouldn't have these restaurants that are selling garbage that are succeeding so well. People don't care if it's good for us. They care if it tastes good. Unicity, our products are all about being good for you, being healthy. So Life Fiber, it's one of those things that you can trust to have all the bits and pieces in there that you need because it's designed for your health. That's the whole point of the product. Is there anything else you want me to talk about, Kelley? Is there anything else that we talked about that you're interested in me saying now?
I do, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to.
Go ahead. Well, we won't get in trouble.
Okay, so from my past experience, well, I don't think this is problematic, but people who have difficulty digesting fiber tend to be diabetics with the kind of a slower behaving vagus nerves. And they tend to not be able to put this down. What's your advice for that?
So if you're talking type 2 diabetics,
Yes.
now I'm not going to talk about diabetes in general because legally we can't talk about diabetes. What I am going to say though is that people who are type 2 diabetics, just in general, the reason that they're type 2 diabetics is because of the type of diet that they've had. If they've had a diet for years that doesn't consist of anything that's healthy for the microbiome in their body, when you give them a healthy fiber product, their body literally can't deal with it. That's what I was saying before. One of the reasons why it's critical to start with the cleanse and build up. So we can't take somebody that has an incredibly unhealthy microbiome and fix them right away overnight just by giving them Bio 7. We have to build up to that. Otherwise, they'll have problems. They'll have the bloating. They'll have other issues potentially. Bloating is the main one, but they can have potentially other issues with products like Bio 7 because they don't have the microbiome to be able to handle it. It's going to feed good bacteria, but if you don't have good bacteria, what can you do? So I need to wrap it up. We're pretty much out of time, but it's been really great talking to you. Thank you very much, Kelley, for hosting. This has been awesome. Go ahead and finish up, Kelley.
Thank you, Dr. Mike. You're, like I said, total fan. I'm going to become a roadie. Okay, guys. I know there's a lot of questions. You can get those answers through Unicity Science, or of course from the people, the business owners who invited you on this call. I'm going to really quickly wrap up. I know this is a lot of information. This call is recorded, so I urge everyone to just keep listening and really try this cleanse. And first, I have a few things I wanted to talk about, but it's okay. It just takes this one little scoop, Life Fiber scoop. First, next week now more than ever, after you've started your cleanse, because this is a business builder. Now more than ever, with this, you're going to be able to build fast, you're going to be able to build strong, and you're going to be able to build forever, because you're going to make every user a Unicity believer. Because I and my team can literally build our whole Unicity business just on this product. And we have, honestly. And so next week, now more than ever, call with Doctors Jay and Adrian Guerra. Don't miss any of these now more than ever, because the information is so robust. But I know you're all waiting for the promo. I know. The promo is about your business building. Am I allowed to share my screen? Because I put the promo on my screen. But first, oh, I am allowed. So that was me several years ago. 4 years ago, in fact. That was me. Ah! See, I love Unicity. I'm willing to share this picture. 43 pounds. I was a transformation client. And after the cleanse, I saw bigger results after the cleanse. So metabolic health, thank you, Unicity. The integrity of their science. And here's your promo. 25 new distributors enrolled for free, $40 waived if they purchase 2 cleanses. Wow, what a way to build your business. This is how you're gonna do it. Now more than ever, people are going to want that second stream of income, and you are going to help them get that second stream of income, not only to build their second stream of income, but to get their metabolic health reset, reboot, so that we can all build our business. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Love Unicity. Go, 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 Unicity. Build, build, build. Good night.